Attention passionate Washington Commanders fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Washington Commanders' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Washington Commanders fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS, and Washington Commanders FANS. Let's get to the news. So, guys, big news is swirling around the NFC East, and it's not just the usual offseason chatter. There's serious buzz about the Washington Commanders making a bold move to upgrade their quarterback position, and it involves none other than Baker Mayfield. Yeah, you heard that right. The same Baker Mayfield who's been bouncing around the league, trying to find a stable spot after some ups and downs, might be heading to Washington in a deal that could reshape the future of this franchise. And honestly, if this happens, it could be a game changer, not just for the Commanders, but for the entire division. Now, let's take a step back and look at what's fueling this speculation. According to some reports, especially from Adam Schefter, the Commanders are eyeing Mayfield with serious interest for the 2026 offseason. The plan? Washington is apparently willing to send a third-round pick in 2026 and a fifth-round pick in 2027 to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to land Baker. And here's the kicker. This move makes a lot of sense for both sides. The Bucs, after their rough 2023 season, are rebuilding. They're focusing on their youth, especially on the defensive side, and looking to shed some cap space. Tampa Bay's cap situation is pretty tight, and they're prioritizing future assets, so letting go of Mayfield, who's still relatively young and has shown flashes of brilliance, fits into their rebuild plans perfectly. Meanwhile, Baker Mayfield is a guy who's got a cannon arm and a clutch gene that's hard to ignore. Even with some inconsistency, he's proven he can be a game changer when everything clicks. His 2025 season, despite only playing 8 games, was quite impressive. He threw for nearly 2,000 yards, 1,919 to be exact, with an average of almost 240 yards per game, which puts him in the top tier for passing yards. His touchdown-to-interception ratio is solid, with 13 TDs against just 2 INTs, and he sports a rating of 98.1, which shows he can be efficient when he's on. His completion percentage hovers around 63.9%, which isn't elite but certainly serviceable, especially considering the circumstances he's faced. What really stands out about Mayfield is his ability to make big-time throws. He's known for his arm strength and his resilience under pressure. His EPA per pass, which measures the expected points added per throw, is around 0.28, indicating he can be productive in the right system. Plus, he's a threat on the move, with 158 rushing yards last season, adding a layer of dual-threat capability that teams crave in today's NFL. His career stats are solid, with over 500 passing yards in 2024, and he's already shown he can lead game-winning drives, including 4 comebacks in 2025, highlighting his clutch gene. The Buccaneers, on the other hand, are looking to move on from the cap hits and are betting on their youth movement, especially on defense, which is still a work in progress. Their focus is on building a team that can compete again in the near future, and shedding Mayfield's cap hit makes sense financially. The Bucs are also banking on their draft picks and young talent to develop, leaving the veteran quarterback market open for a team like Washington, which is desperate to find stability at the position. Now, let's talk about what Baker could bring to the Commanders. Washington's offense has been trending upward, especially with the addition of a solid play-action game, which is a staple in the NFL. With the offensive line improving and a couple of key weapons like Jahan Dotson and Curtis Samuel, Mayfield's mobility outside the pocket could be a perfect fit. His ability to extend plays and make throws on the run is something that could unlock the potential of the entire offense, especially with the kind of quick decision, play-action-heavy approach that offensive coordinator Eric Bieniemy has been trying to implement. And don't forget about the impact on the division. The NFC East has been a dogfight for years, with teams like the Eagles and Cowboys reigning supreme at times. But a move like this could shift the balance of power. If Mayfield lands in Washington and performs well, suddenly the Commanders look more dangerous, more unpredictable. His experience, combined with the young talent on the roster, could give Washington a real shot at competing for the division title and making some noise in the playoffs. Now, looking ahead to 2026, if this deal goes through, the Commanders would be betting on Mayfield as their franchise quarterback. They see him as a bridge to a potential future, a guy who can lead a new era and bring some stability to a team that's been searching for that elusive quarterback answer for years. With his age, he's still in his prime, and his style of play fits well with the kind of offense Washington wants to run: fast, aggressive, and adaptable. And let's not forget the fan perspective. Washington fans have seen a lot of quarterback carousel over the years. Some moments have been exciting, others frustrating. But a move like this signals a real commitment from the front office to finally get it right, to build around someone who can be the centerpiece of the team's future. Baker Mayfield, with his competitive spirit and proven resilience, could be that guy. Of course, there are skeptics. Some question whether Mayfield can sustain his performance over a full season or if he's just a flash in the pan. Others worry about his injury history and whether he can stay healthy enough to be the leader Washington needs. But if he can stay healthy and continue to develop, he has the potential to turn the Commanders into a formidable playoff contender. His track record shows he's capable of elevating a team, and with the right supporting cast, he could finally fulfill some of that potential many fans have been waiting for. And about the division rivals, especially the Eagles and Cowboys, this kind of move would be a real statement. It's like saying, hey, we're not just here to compete, we're here to win now. The NFC East is always a tough division, but adding a player like Mayfield could make it even more competitive. It would be a strategic move that signals Washington's intent to contend and to be a thorn in the side of their rivals for years to come. Looking at the bigger picture, the Commanders' Super Bowl odds could see a significant boost if they manage to land Mayfield and he performs at a high level. Right now, their odds are around plus 50, long shots, no doubt. But with this kind of upgrade, some betting sites could start to see Washington as a team to watch, especially if Mayfield's experience and leadership start to shine through early in the season. With the right coaching staff and a bit of luck, this could be the start of a new chapter for the franchise. In terms of the bigger picture, this move could also serve as a catalyst for the entire team. When a team upgrades at quarterback, everything else tends to fall into place. The offensive line gets more confidence, the receivers play with more freedom, and the defense can focus on defending for shorter fields. It's a ripple effect that can elevate the entire team's performance. Now, the big question remains, will this deal happen? As of now, it's still just speculation, but the reports are compelling. The Commanders clearly see value in Mayfield, and the Bucs are open to moving him, especially for the right price. If all the pieces fall into place, we might see Baker in Washington sooner rather than later, leading what could be a very exciting new chapter for the franchise. And now, Washington Commanders fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential move? Do you believe Baker Mayfield can be the guy to finally bring stability and success to Washington? Are you excited about the idea of him leading this team into the future? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Washington Commanders. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Washington Commanders news.